When it comes to locking down your GL, there are significant limitations to legacy business management systems. It might currently be difficult or impossible for you to segregate duties inside your system, and your approvals process might involve email chains and printed forms. If you want to implement internal controls that streamline your accounting processes and provide peace of mind, it is time to consider a robust platform that offers this and much more. With Acumatica, your accounting team can manage user access roles that restrict access to data and functionality, limit access to GL accounts and sub-accounts, leverage customized approval workflow based on specific conditions, and view a detailed audit history of the records in your ERP. To configure the security of GL accounts and sub-accounts, you can use a combination of user roles and restriction groups. Using user roles, you can configure users' access to branches and all branch-specific accounts and sub-accounts. These roles are flexible and allow you to not only expose the functionality and data that your specific employees require to do their jobs well. With GL restriction groups, you can limit the use of specific accounts and sub-accounts. As an example, this group shown here limits access to cash accounts to these specific users who happen to be members of the accounting team. These restrictions can include the use of sub-accounts as well. If you build and manage budgets, you can also do so within Acumatica while maintaining similar control with restriction groups by budget article. For additional information on budgeting with Acumatica ERP, please reach out to our team and keep an eye out for additional video content on our YouTube page. Acumatica offers the functionality necessary to help you manage an approvals process on records such as purchase orders, quotes, and time cards. These approval maps can be developed with specific conditions, such as dollar amount thresholds, and be used in conjunction with business event notifications so the approver can receive an email, text, or mobile push notification when a document awaits their review. These approval workflows can be defined for journal transactions so your accounting team can control and monitor the general ledger more tightly. For example, you might create an approval map with multiple conditions, so approval is only required when one of your conditions is triggered. In this example, we require approval before the journal transaction is released to the GL if it either includes the specific insurance account, is created by one of these two new employees, or reaches a threshold of at least $10,000. Once the approver reviews this request, the transaction can either be adjusted and released or released right away if no errors are visible. Checks and balances are never a bad idea in the world of finance. Acumatica takes security and control a step further by allowing you to define audit trails and specify which records require detailed audit history. As you can see here, we've turned on the audit history for journal transactions. If I have a question about who created this transaction or which changes have been made since its inception, and I should have access to do so, I can click here and view a full audit history. Notice that this view includes date and timestamps, as well as the user history and an explanation of the modifications. With these features offered out of the box with Acumatica ERP, your general ledger will remain tightly controlled and accurate, and your team can safely collaborate regardless of their location. If you are growing an organization looking to tightly manage your GL or a publicly traded company with audit requirements, Acumatica is the user-friendly solution for you. Reach out to our experienced team at AcuPower for a customized demonstration.